And welcome to Nancy's Neighborhood. Folks, it's nice to be with you all today. Little thing I need to tell you about is that I won't be filming a second show this week because this is Cherry's Jubilee on Friday the 21st, and between today, which is actually Monday, and Friday, I will not have a brain. So there's no need in me interviewing anybody and trying to entertain you, because you really need to be entertaining me. So today's show will run all this week, and then I'll be back on next Monday with new guests, and we'll start all over. And we're also doing something different today. My producer, as you know, Bryce Gibson, is on the work study from Walker Valley. He produces this show, and he basically tells me what I'm supposed to do. So we've kind of decided we're going to do a little change around in the show. I'm going to interview the guest first, and then after that, I'll do the little news and event type calendar that I do for y'all. And the reason we're going to do that is that'll give a little bit more time possibly to the guest, or that'll let me know how much time I have to fill with whatever I need to fill it with to get our hour show and also get our sponsors in there. So we're starting out today. And welcome to Nancy's Neighborhood again. We're starting out with Pam Edgemon, and she's with the Cleveland Civitan Club, and they have an event coming up Saturday, which is dear to my heart. Yes. And I wanted to tell you, first of all, what do Civitans do?
The Cleveland Civitan Club, our particular niche is for special needs, and that's why we sponsor the Special Olympics. And so all of our funding goes towards special needs people. But something that a lot of people don't know about the Cleveland Civitan is that we were the first civic club that allowed women. Yeah, and might have known you and I would be a part of doing that.
Absolutely.
About 75 to 78, somewhere in there is when, and of course we know that women are the worker bees, and they started flourishing more than they had done before. But really, that's just something that's really dear to me too. And of course, it's a group of networking. And we're just a bunch of nuts too.
Yes, you are. I've seen some of y'all in action. Now, you all did the inclusive park.
Yes,
over
Handy
at Stewart,
Park, and we're going to be raising money again to redo the bathrooms and 2 pavilions. So about $200,000 we're going to be trying to raise. But it was $250,000 for that playground, and so if you hear anything from us about raising funds, we'd appreciate a nod to go ahead, because that playground is used by all people.
Yes,
you don't have to have any kind of a disability to be there. And so it's right in the middle of town at Stewart, so it's a good thing. But this Saturday, the 22nd, we're going to host our Special Olympics. And I've been a little bit miffed this year because we were moved from the Cleveland High School to we're going to be at Cleveland Middle. And we had been on the books for almost a year, and then they're going to put that new turf down at Cleveland High School. So the first of this month they say, now Miss Pam, we're not going to be able to let you all be at our high school. So I have been on warpath. I'm in good shape now. I'm in good shape now, to the credit of Charlie Cogdell, who is on the city school board, as you're with the county.
I'm on the county school board, by the way, folks, okay? I'm on the county, all right?
Yeah. So, but he had been the athletic director at Cleveland High for many years as we had worked there. And so he knew that we try to do a good job and a professional thing. And so he knows me. I play pickleball with him some during the week. And so he said, let me just see what we can do. And so he talked with Scott Carroll and Matt Ingram, who are the athletic directors at Cleveland Middle, said, let's see if we can do that. Well, as soon as I was told that we couldn't be, I went up to Walker Valley, and they said they had 2 events already scheduled.
Ooh.
So, and then to Dr. Linda Cash's credit, she came in and said, let's see if we could be at Bradley, or I'll go to Walker Valley and see what we could do. So she was really trying to run interference for us as well. And one of your schools involved, Hopewell.
Yes.
And Bradley High School, and we have Lake Forest, and we have Waterville of the county school system.
Super.
So we appreciated that interference and trying to help us.
Right.
And then, so we decided then at Cleveland Middle School, and we're all happy. Everything's good. We're excited, and they're really working with us. And good concession stand. They put in like 1,000 new not for us, but had already been done, bleachers.
Oh, neat.
So, and it's a real nice 6-lane track in the field, so we can put our tents
Okay.
up, and we're in good shape, and we're
Now, is
so
that on
grateful.
the back side of the school?
Yes.
Away from the road? Because
Right.
I've never noticed. I pass there every day coming in.
Yes.
But I never
yes.
noticed a track
right there
area.
off
Okay.
at where the 2-lane and the 4-lane intersect there off Georgetown
Right.
Road. And there's plenty of parking there. Our athletes will start lining up about 8:30, and then
Okay.
we'll have the parade about 9. Jim Burton's part of his band from Cleveland High will come and lead the procession, and we'll have the
Good.
Knights of Columbus leading in their regalia, the parade, and we'll have like 50 or 60 events that the
Wow.
participants will be in. And also, we have a podium where our special needs people get their ribbons. And the Cleveland Fire Department, Zach Reagan, is over their honor guard, and he's, and of course, Chief Harrison is the one who said we would be allowed to have them. They're going to assist. I think Sheriff Watson is going to be able to assist.
Oh, fantastic.
And some of our legislators that probably will be home this weekend are going to help us from Nashville as well. So, but I have been to the City Council and I have been to the County Commission doing this same speech.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess it's really a God thing in that we're back on the radar screen.
Right.
So many times special needs folks don't get that kind of hoop hoop hooray.
Right.
So that's probably why it's been a good thing, but they've had to deal with me for a little while.
And that probably wasn't an easy task, but that's okay. Absolutely. So, having been a special education teacher I had the multiply handicapped ages 4 to 21, and I always had a team at the City County in McMinn County Special Olympics.
Yeah.
And then we also always went to the regional at McCauley.
Probably.
And then occasionally I had someone go to the state. But this is so wonderful for these people. And they always need people, you always need people in the
Volunteers,
stands
yes.
cheering.
That's right.
But then you also need huggers
Right.
and any other volunteers. So
Right.
tell people how they might be able to help.
Well, Sarah Hardtine with the United Way is over our volunteers, and she's soliciting all the schools. So
Oh,
a
good.
lot of their cheerleaders, their football players, their other young people, which is good for that interaction. And with
Right.
all the special needs classes at those schools, they're already used to being around folks, and they're ready to participate. But anybody that might be interested and want to come, they're welcome to call 423-476-9104.
Say it one more time.
423-476-9104, and that's my home, and I'll be glad to get them enlisted and ready to go. But if we could ask the audience to help us pray for no rain
Absolutely.
for this Saturday, and we'll probably run till about 12:30 or 1. And we have gotten candy from M&M Mars, and of course Jenkins Deli gives us nachos and cheese and some popcorn that we take a donation at our concession stand, but
Good.
no charging per se, so if they don't want to. And we really appreciate Cleveland Middle for going over and above to try to help us to have a
Absolutely.
wonderful event.
Now let's talk about the events a minute. We have the 50-yard dash, or do
We
we
do.
dash 50 whole yards?
We have the 25,
Okay.
we have the 50, we have 100, and then we have wheelchair
Oh,
races as
okay.
well. So
Okay,
those who need a little help. We're trying to be a lot more professional. We've had Ronald McDonald there to help run, but as we compete across the board, that's not what's accepted as far as the foo-foo.
I got you.
Maybe.
I got you.
I don't know what else to call
I
it.
got
We
you.
appreciate them, and perhaps the participants did, but they want us to be a little more professional, and we're trying to take that to the next level.
Right.
Our president is Diana Jackson, and she's also the CEO of Life Bridges.
Oh, okay.
And that was another reason I needed to speak to our government, because they, of course, fund
Right.
not only the schools, but also Life Bridges gets some funding. So I did end on a positive
Fantastic.
with them.
Fantastic. Now we're gonna race, and then this is going back years ago. We used to have the broad jump.
Right, we're having broad jump.
Okay.
And a softball throw.
And we had a softball throw. I
Yes.
was trying to think what else we had.
That's all that we do here.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right. That may
yeah.
be all what we had there. We had different age groups
Right.
that
So
participated
the
in
adults as well as from like 10 on up at the regular school sessions, but the adults are who are at Life Bridges.
Right.
And they kind of all go in depending on the needs. And of course, Life Bridges knows who needs to be with what group, and they line those up. No more than 5 participants per event. And then we'll go, Dr. Lucas Queen, who used to be the CEO of Life Bridges, is our MC.
Oh, good, okay.
And he's doing other private things now in this day and time, probably making more money. I don't know what
Maybe
that is.
so.
But I've heard that he's enlisted Gary Owenby, who used to help us
Oh,
all the
okay.
time
All
as
right,
a
good.
MC. But for many years, Mayor Tom Rowland was our MC, and of course the First Lady Sandra helped him with that, and hasn't been for the last 2 or 3 years, but we appreciate his service very much all through the years.
And always volunteers, folks. They always,
Yes.
like I say, people sitting in the stands.
Yes.
They need huggers at the
That's
finish
right.
line.
Right.
They might even need wheelchair pushers.
Yes.
So,
That's all
you know,
welcome.
there's all kinds of things you can do.
Right.
And I'll bet you, I'm not sure, but I would almost bet that you people at the high school that need service hours.
Yeah, exactly.
that
We have
those
the
would
forms
qualify.
already ready.
Okay, there you go. So
But we're going to make sure you work
okay. Not
before
just-
we sign anything.
I got
so.
you, and that's what you should do. But this
Yeah.
would be a marvelous opportunity for y'all to come out on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Your volunteers, do you need them
By
there?
8:30
Okay.
would be good.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll give them assignments, and maybe they would have one participant that they would take. And it's very strategic to get you from this event to the next.
Yes.
Sometimes it's slow moving, and our intentions are good, but they don't always. One of the participants is going to do the national anthem, which is different this year.
Oh.
Gary Gentry. And he's got a beautiful voice. And he
Fantastic.
sings at some churches and things, but he's going
Okay.
to lead in the national anthem.
Oh, that is
so,
super.
Yeah, a lot of different changes. So we're looking
Well,
forward to
that'll make it exciting.
Exactly.
Exciting for the participants.
And if there is rain, next Saturday, the 29th, is our rain day.
Okay.
So it's already the same. If
same time,
yes.
same place.
Yes.
Just changing the day.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't remember what they said the weather was going to be this weekend.
Well, it looks like it's going to today and tomorrow rain, and then just light chances the rest of the week. But for sure, extra prayer doesn't hurt for us next Saturday.
And I planted all my flowers in front of the house, so I hope it rains today
Yes.
and tomorrow because I didn't water. So, all right, so if anyone wanted to join Civitan,
Yes.
Pam, tell them a little bit. We have about 2 minutes left in our time slot, and just share a little bit about
Well, we meet every Wednesday at noon at the Elks Lodge, and you can come and be our guest any one of those Wednesdays. And we have a good meal, and then we have programs every week as well of different interests to the community, and just a great group of folks. And we do a lot of work to be a smaller group. We have like
Yes, you do.
40 people there, and that work, but from different venues, different arenas that they come to be a part of us. Of course, my Jim and I have been there for many years, and he's been on the Life Bridges Board of Directors for about 35 years.
And that's a
also.
wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful facility over there that
Yes.
we offer for our adult
Yes.
children. And
Right.
so this is, if anyone's interested in
Yes,
going
please
to Civitan
come and
on a Wednesday
visit,
during
yes.
lunch at the Elks Lodge.
Yes.
And this small group of people has done $500,000 in that playground
Yes.
equipment, and then sponsoring this and wanting to do some additions over there.
And
for
one
that.
more fundraiser is June the 17th. It's a golf tournament at Chattahoochee Valley. It starts about 1 o'clock, but we serve lunch at noon, so would love to talk to you about participating.
All right, give them that phone number one more time.
423-476-9104.
Pam, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Pam and I were on the tennis team at men high school together, and we may not look like we could still play tennis, but she's playing pickleball, and I hadn't found time yet to do that. So thank you so much,
Thank
Pam.
you.
I hope y'all have a wonderful participation
Thank you for all
Saturday.
you do for us.
And folks, we'll be right back in just a minute with somebody that you're going to know really well, and he's going to talk to us about another event that's coming up not quite as soon. This one is this coming Saturday, the 22nd. So don't go away. Watch our commercials and support our sponsors, and we'll be right back.